Hello guys, you should be able to hear me now. Don't know what the hell happened there. For some reason the mic just went AWOL. Thank you for subscribing, Nintendo. Welcome. How you doing? Bats, hello. Let us know. Etanosa. There we go. Let me know, by the way, that you can hear it. I think you should be able to, though. Yes, quaint stuff. We can hear it. I don't know what happened there. Hello. How are you all doing? I hope you've had a good week. It's Friday. We're going to chill out with a bit of Mario Kart. Hello, Ace, Nintendo can Black Wisp, or Claudio, as we like to call him. Bats, Etanosa, L. Hello, L. Hello, Ace. Did I say Ace? I think I already did. Avocado, how's it going, dude? Helly the Witch, which is also Ruby. I know Ruby. And Tico, we got everyone. Right, let's go. The lobby is open, by the way, so just jump in if you already are friends with me on Switch. I'm happy it's Friday as well, Quaint. Although the week has absolutely flown by. Like, I mean, it's been half term for us in the UK, so like at the moment our kids are obviously because of COVID and all those shenanigans. You greeted me thrice. I feel well. There you go, special guys. Was it you who went early? Was it Nintendo? Are you in blue? I'm gonna accept this friend request because someone. Yeah, I was just setting it up early, Nintendo. Just getting everything organized. Jam peel, tasty. Yeah, so obviously we're homeschooling and everything at the moment. But it's been half term, so the kids have been off, and so it's been a break, at least mostly for Emma, a break from homeschooling, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, the week has flown by. Hey, you're Jampeel. Hello, Jampeel. I hope, or Jampeel, let me know if I'm pronouncing your name terribly or not. Is it Jampeel? I don't know. Jean-Pierre? I don't know. Anyway, I've accepted your friend request, so you're ready to jump in whenever. 10 and 10 on North 30th. Oh, nice, double figures. Well, I'm sure we'll see you again before the before March the 3rd. In case we don't see you, I'll say happy birthday now, but I'm sure we'll see you again. Which topic are you in charge of, homeschool? No. Like, I mean, I occasionally jump in bits and bobs, but Emma does almost all of it. Lily kind of. Do you know what? I'm just gonna start, and yeah, I'm in charge of lunch. Lunch, break time, home time. But no. I got a new car set up this time, by the way. I decided that, you know, we were talking last week about how I used to love Morton. I've gone back to my old buddy Morton. You're 10 and 11 in April too. Cool. Yeah, so I've gone back to Morton. Hopefully he doesn't let me down. What are we gonna do? Let's go Toad Harbor. It's Leah's favorite. But yeah, so yeah, occasionally I chip in or whatever, but Emma does most of it. Yeah, so Lily's school, they kind of Lily's in secondary school, and her stuff is all kind of, it's all done online. It's all like sent, you know, it's all sent to her online. She kind of does it herself and then kind of, you know, posts back her work online. So she basically, and she's kind of very like self-sufficient, which is handy. Yeah, so Lily basically is homeschooling herself, and they've got like, you know, like the equivalent of like Zoom and stuff set up for that. So Lily's all right on her own. It's just Leah who needs the kind of, you know, in terms of Leah, Emma's like basically a full-time teacher. So for her, half term's like, you know, for Emma, half term's amazing because it's, you know, it's a week off for her. You're a god, but you're not home. Oh, I missed something there. Do you mean you're a god? Are you saying that you're a god at Mario Kart, but you just can't? You're not available to show off your skills. Leah just wants to play. No, I was going to try and cut across the grass and then I thought, nah, the star's going to run out, isn't it? Oh, Super Yoshi, how could you do this to me? This is how... Oh, no, you're not getting me with that one. Come on. I mean, 4th looks quite good until I tell you that there's only 4 people in the race. Then it looks a bit less good. Come on. All I want to do is not drive into walls. All I want to do is not come last. It's not much to ask. Boing! Not unlike smashing a tram out the way. Come on. I'm going to cut across the grass. Waiting for it. Oh, everyone cut across the grass. I didn't even save any time. Everyone was ready. Ready to do exactly what I planned. Cheeky little dodging of bananas. Well, I wasn't last for a brief time. Oh no, I'm still not last. Boom. Yeah, I love it. he makes a noise that's kind of like Arnie. Maybe that's secretly why I like him. I don't know. Yeah, he does like a groan. Oh, come on! Yeah, he does like a weird little groan type sound. I'm gonna come last now, aren't I? I think it's gonna be hard to recover from this. Oh! Go! Come on! Go! Oh, they've cut across the grass as well. Oh! No! Well. Almost didn't come last. And then whacked right at the end. I wouldn't say no to some pizza. Someone just went through the ground. Hackers. That's why I came last, avocado. Hackers. What are we gonna do? Well, let's go for... I like Toad's Turnpike. It's a classic. So, people, just to start some fighting. I'm joking, but it may well do, I don't know. Hey, we got a few more faces. Hello, welcome. Did everyone see the Nintendo Direct? And what did you think of it? What was your... Because, you know, like, it's one of those things, like, you forget, especially when they're 50 minutes long, kind of... By the time you get to the end of it, you're like, oh, there's, you know, or maybe it's just me with my terrible memory. When I get to the end of it, hey, it's Hyperfrost and Ella who's joined us. Yeah, often by the time I get to the end of it, I can only remember like half of the things that get shown, and then you walk away thinking that there was half as much stuff as there actually was. There's loads of stuff where I thought like it was only the next day that I remember. I mean, some people cared about this and some people won't. Oh, I wasted my red shell. Scumbags. Yeah, it was only the next day that I remembered that they announced Fall Guys is coming to the Switch, which, you know, is like... Obviously, if you've got it on PS4 or whatever, then you're not going to think it's that exciting. But a lot of people haven't got it on PS4. You know, and Fall Guys is pretty cool. I'm hoping it might, like... You know, breathe a bit of life back into the game. Oh, yes. Someone took out Ethanosa for me. Thank you all. Hello, Hejala. Meow. Yeah, so, you know, maybe... Because it'll be cross-platform, I assume. I think it's cross-platform between PS4 and PC right now, so it should be cross-platform with Switch as well, I think. Yeah, so hopefully it'll breathe a bit of life back into the game. Because it does seem to have, like... It's gone a bit quiet, hasn't it, on the Fall Guys front? But yeah, it's a really fun game. I think what they... I mean, I know it's hard. It's hard to, like... As much as some people might not be the biggest fan of Fortnite, one thing that Fortnite do amazingly well is they constantly keep it fresh, and there's There's new skins and there's new maps and there's new games. There's like, you know, the floor is lava and duos and trios and like and all kinds of like solid gold, and like they release new kind of game modes all the time, like absolutely non-stop. And so the game is like, you know, they do a really good job of keeping the game fresh, and I think that's probably what let down Fall Guys a bit. It just kind of hasn't. I didn't come last. Hey. But yeah, like, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Fortnite in the world, but I do quite like it. And but they do stuff to keep it fresh, and I think that's why it's managed to stay so popular for like what, 4 years now or something crazy. You know, I think if they'd have just kind of, if they'd have pretty much just kept it the same for 4 years, I think it'd be dead. Yeah, exactly, Claudio. I think it had a bit of everything. I think, I mean, there's always the problem that, like, people want it to... Yeah, I put it on 100cc by accident. I should have put it on 150. We can change that next time. Skyward Sword HD, quality. It's a brilliant game. If it wasn't for... It falls into that same category for me as... I did not want Moo Moo Meadows again. Say no to Moo Moo Meadows. Yeah, so like, I mean, this is just obviously totally unique to me, but if like Skyward Sword falls into that same category as Super Mario 3D World does when they released that. Amazing game, but I've only just finished playing it myself. So like, you know, it's maybe something I'll get in the future or whatever, but I'm not in a rush to buy a game that I've only just completed, kind of thing. So yeah, Skyward Sword's amazing. In particular, if you've never played it before. Oh, I knew they were going to do that, you know. I was like perfectly lined up with them, and I thought I'd best steer to the left a bit, and I was just too slow. Yeah, so if I hadn't have completed Skyward Sword ever, or maybe I'd completed it but it was 5 years ago, I might like snap it up. But yeah, that shouldn't put off other people. Like, it's quality. And they've even built in something for the I don't think you should use it unless you've got, like, I don't know, some people genuinely have, like, you know, some people have like a medical issue that prevents like carpal tunnel syndrome and stuff that makes like motion controls very hard / undoable. So yeah, obviously if you've got something like that, then fine, but I think if you can do the motion controls, I would recommend that you do, because it makes the game really fun, and it makes the boss fights really fun. And it's like, you know, there's a reason why it was designed that way, and it works. Hey, come on, I'll take third place. Get out of it! Yeah. Super Yoshi trying to, like, backwards green shell me there. Third, I'll take third out of 6. Not too bad. Where are you, by the way? It's quaint, if you don't mind me asking. Alright, no worries. I'll see you later. Maybe I'll still be streaming by the time you get home. You never know. What killed Fall Guys for me is that while the minigames are fun, there's so few of them. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Fortnite mix it up so much, whereas Fall Guys haven't. Where I think if Fall Guys had been like, I know this is a big ask, because obviously it's, you know, it's a big, almost accidentally super chattable. You don't want to do it accidentally. If you want to do it deliberately, that's fine. You don't want to do it accidentally though. I think it's 50-50, Ace. Like, I think 50% of people think that moan about the motion controls, and I think they're just people who don't like motion controls. And then the other 50% of people think that they're implemented really well, and they are. I don't care what anyone says. Like, obviously, if you don't like motion controls, you're not going to be converted. It's like if you don't like first-person shooters, there's nothing I can tell you about a first-person shooter that's going to convert you. If you hate if you hate first-person shooters, there's no point me trying to convert you to Call of Duty. Like, there's nothing I could say that is going to convert you if you hate first-person shooters. So if you hate motion controls, then that's it. End of story. You're unconvertible. But if you're not like that and you're open, you're open to at least trying motion controls, then they are implemented really well. Oh no! Oh my god! Can't believe I managed to stay on there. Hello, Dave. How's it going? Yeah. So bye-bye, quaint stuff. I'll see you soon. Yeah, if you like motion controls, or even if you're just open to the idea of them, I think as motion control games go, they're implemented really well. Like, it's all about, like, I think Claudio mentioned this a while ago, that like a lot of the enemies and stuff and the bosses are very like puzzly in style. Like, it's about like figuring out how to hurt the enemies. So like they react in different ways. So because you can swipe your sword in different directions with your with the Wii remote, and so sometimes you've got to, like, I don't know, like if they're holding their sword up with their left hand, then maybe you've got to swipe from the other direction or whatever. It's that kind of thing. Like, you can see where their defenses are, and you've got to actually aim for where you want to hit them rather than just like hit an attack button. That sucks, Hyper. I mean, Skyward Sword was really good, Dave. I mean, I was just saying there, like, I love Skyward Sword. However, it is, like, I played it not that long ago, so it's kind of like, I'm happy it's coming to the Switch, and I'm sure I'll buy it at some point. But, like, I'm not in a massive rush. Oh, no! I was definitely going to come second there. Yeah, I'll buy it at some point, I'm sure, but I haven't long played Skyward Sword on the Wii, so I'm not in a big rush. But that, I would be in a rush if I hadn't played it recently. Yeah, see, the worst, if I have one complaint, Claudio, and this is not a complaint, it's not really a fault with the game, it's just, if anything, it's a complaint at my own ability. That final boss fight was horrible. The whole final boss is just so hard. I don't care what anyone says. It is the hardest boss fight in any Zelda game. 100%. You have a new name on the Switch. Okay. Easy to know who you are then. I love that fight. I mean, I could see why people would love it, but it is by far the hardest thing I've ever seen in a Zelda game. But yeah, so what I'm hyped for, weirdly, people keep making fun of it, but I think Mario Golf is going to be amazing. I don't really get into this whole, like, I know, like, they've tried to make Mario in every sports game you can imagine. Obviously, there's Mario Kart that we're playing right now, and there's Mario Tennis, and there's like Mario everything. But I had Mario Golf on the N64, and it was amazing. Just, I loved it so much. So it was kind of like the old school, it was like the old school Mario Karts, where, like, I think you started off, you could golf with, say, like Mario, Luigi, Peach, and someone else, maybe Donkey Kong or whatever, or Toad, I don't know. You started off with like 6 golfers or something, and obviously it was like, Donkey Kong could hit it really far because he's strong, and Toad couldn't hit it so far, and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's in the Discord. It's in the description of the stream, Bats. If you can't find it, I'll get it for you after this race. But my friend code is in the description of the chat. Yeah. So you start off with, say, like 6 like golfers, and then it was like, you had to like come first in a certain trophy, and then you'd unlock another person, and then you'd have to there was all kinds of like time trial modes and different like challenge modes and stuff, and you know, if you beat like a certain challenge or you did a certain course in like so many strokes, then come on, leave me alone. You know, like you know, like it was almost like an achievement system, and every time you did some kind of new challenge, you'd unlock a new character, and it was the, I don't know, I think maybe it was the fact that there was, I will accept that friend request after this race. Maybe it was the kind of the OCD-ness of it for me, but like on the character select screen, you could just see blank spaces. Like you could see basically blank spaces where there should be a character, and I just couldn't handle that. Like I couldn't handle the fact that I knew there was a character out there that I hadn't got yet. So, you know, because the kind of the slot was there for them, but I just didn't have them yet. So that made me kind of, I grinded so much on Mario Golf to try and unlock every character. But yeah, Mario, and I'm not a fan of golf, by the way, but they somehow, Nintendo do have a way of making, they do have a magic way of making anything fun. Hello, Eliza. I haven't, I don't know about Miitopia. The pre-platinum edition. It is. Even when they don't put a, you know, a trophy attached to it, still gotta do it. But I don't know about Miitopia. Like we used to play, we had Miitopia on the 3DS. What the hell just happened? It all just went dark. Yeah, we had Miitopia on, or my daughter had Miitopia on the 3DS, and she used to love it. Second, I'll take that. Not too shabby. Are you getting Miitopia, Eliza? I'd love a new fantasy life. I don't think I know what that is. Should Mario Strikers, the football Mario game, surprisingly good. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics might be for you. It's been 18 years since the last console, Mario Golf. 8 years since the last one. Yeah, see, I only ever, I think I heard there was one on the GameCube, was there? I only ever played the one on the N64, but, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the one on the DS Malin! Save me! Save me with a code, please. Who did Marlon? Oh, there we go. I heard Marlon's sound effect before I saw it come up in the chat. Hello, Marlon. I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, I think the one on, I think the Mario Golf on the DS. I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure the Mario Golf on the DS is basically just a port of the N64 one. Oh, you're a beast, Ethanosa. You are a beast at Mario Kart. Hades. Oh no. Oh, you had it on 3DS. Okay. You were one letter off spelling Hades. Yeah. So Hades, physical. But yeah, my point was about the Direct. That it's one of those things, for me at least, where I kind of, by the time I get to the end of it, I've kind of forgot half of the stuff that got announced in it, and then it was only today I saw someone kind of list it all, and I'm gonna go and forget again now. But when you see people list, you know, just a list of everything that was there, you realise. I mean, obviously it's not for everyone, but you realise that they announced a lot of stuff. The whole Legend of Mana. The new Octopath, I'm going to call it the Octopath Traveler game, even though it's not like that. You know what I mean? You all know Project Triangle or whatever it's called. Yeah, and the Animal Crossing new update and the... I can't see, I'm forgetting it all. Obviously there was a new Smash Fighter. Just once tonight, I'm going to beat Ethanosa. Oh, sorry, Bats. Sorry, I will make sure I do your request ASAP. As soon as I beat Ethanosa. was optimistic. No! Too busy trying to hit Etanosa with a green shell, and I threw away my defenses. You're not joining in tonight, Marlon? You still working hard in the kitchen? Yeah, that's what I saw. It's like Final Fantasy Tactics, which I have not played, but I know enough about. Get out of the way, Yoshi. I mean, Etanosa's just long gone. It's ridiculous. I'll take second again, but man, you didn't even see him. Etanosa's winning, Marlon. That's who's winning. Lots. Want to be on my adventure? Oh, what you mean on Miitopia? Oh, you got Miitopia for your birthday. Oh, nice. Yeah, my daughter got Miitopia and she played it tons. And there was another one. What was the other one she had as well? That was like it was really similar. Tamagotchi Life or something. I think that was it. Come on, Excite Bike. It's funny because I was having this discussion like there's a big myth, and it really annoyed. Not like I'm like. It's funny because obviously we joke in the Discord about the fact that like Moldy is like an Xbox employee. Yes, bit of Excite Bike. Tomodachi Life, that's the one. Just me and Etanosa who are from the UK. Everyone else is from the America. The America. Yeah, we joke about that with Moldy, but oh, screw it. I'm just gonna have to come last. I'll catch up. But yeah, so we joke about that with Moldy, and I'm not a fanboy of any real console. Like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Nintendo, but I also love. Ah, sorry guys. Sorry. I think that means you all got kicked out. Well, sorry. I thought you guys would carry on racing. As Morton would say. Feel free to hop back in, including you, Bats. Yeah, so I love Nintendo, but I love my PS4 as well. I don't know. And the crossover between PS4 and Xbox is like 95% anyway. Right, let's rock and roll. But my point being, I'm not like a big, one of these people who like fights the fight for Switch or whatever, and like, is going around the internet trying to like convert everyone to believe that the Switch is amazing or whatever. But there is this weird myth that people seem obsessed with. I mean, I feel like people get a thing in their head that, like, people have heard a phrase and maybe they've heard it. Sorry, Eliza. You could always jump in anytime, though. You can jump in like at the next race or anytime. So just jump straight in anytime. But yeah, my point being, if you're comparing the consoles, people have this weird. Why not, Bats? We're friends. You should just be able to go to online and it'll say that I'm like running the game. Favorite game is definitely Final Fantasy VII. Yakuza 0 is pretty damn close to that as well. And again, Ocarina of Time is pretty close. And Final Fantasy X. And maybe Dark Souls. There you go, I've given you a top 5 there. Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy VII, Yakuza 0, Dark Souls, Ocarina of Time. That may be my top 5. It's something like that anyway. Yeah, so like there's this, yeah, so I think I don't know, people must like hear it enough times and then they start to believe it. And it's like, so there's a weird idea, there's this freak idea that the Switch has got like is like crap for exclusives, and you know, and all it's got is Mario and Zelda, and then other than that it's just got like, you know, stuff that you can get on other consoles anyway, like Celeste and Cuphead and blah blah blah. Like, it's this freak, I don't know where it came from, and I heard like a lad that I am kind of, you know, friend, you know, mates with, you know, chat to a bit, said it again the other day about like, oh, you know, there's no, you know, there's not a good enough variety of like of exclusives on Switch. And I was just like, what? Like, I just don't get that. It's not even it's not a discussion. You're just wrong. Like, I ended up just going like, you know, and just reading them off. You know, Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario Maker, Mario Aces, Luigi's Mansion, Xenoblade Chronicles, Captain Toad. Like, I don't know. There's far too many. There's like Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Let's Go, Pokemon Snap, Smash Bros. Like, I could reel off 30 big exclusives. Animal Crossing, like, it's mental. Like, it's crazy. Like, I mean, arguably you could say that the reason, what I'm about to say, there's a reason for this. Like, I think it's completely indisputable that Nintendo have got the biggest selection of exclusives compared to any console by a mile. Like, not even close. How many big exclusives came out for PS4 last year? 10? You know, 10 or 15 max? Like, it's like, Nintendo churn out exclusives. Now, you know, you might not like them all. A Fire Emblem, another one. Monster Hunter, another one. Like, it's not even, because it's this myth that like, oh, it's only got Mario and it's only got Mario and Zelda. It's like, well, what about Fire Emblem and Smash Bros and Luigi's Mansion and Xenoblade Chronicles and like and Animal Crossing and millions, Splatoon, another one. Like, it's like, I've got to say, I don't like a lot of them. Yeah, jump on in, Claudio. There's about 7 or 8 of us, I think. So 7. So there's a couple more spaces. But yeah, like, so. Well, yeah, but I mean, if we're talking about just pure exclusives, that's what I mean, Josie. If we're like, because the argument is that, or the argument I was having anyway, was about, you know, like how many exclusives, or the variety of exclusives that Nintendo has versus the variety of exclusives that Xbox have, or that PS4 have. And obviously, PC don't really have exclusives, do they? I don't think there's any games that are exclusive to PC. So, Etanosa, man, he's unbeatable. Even when you think you've got him with a red shell, he's there waiting with his defenses. I have actually played Roblox on the channel once, only once. I've played it a bit with my daughter. I used to play like speedrun on there, and I did do a video once of me playing Jailbreak. But yeah, it's not something I played loads of. Come on! No! I just can't do it. Just can't do it. He's just unstoppable. It's like the Terminator. Oh. If so, I'd recommend a game. Go ahead, recommend a game. My daughter at the moment is obsessed with Adopt Me and has been for like months. All she does is trade pets all day. And somehow she manages to like, you know, she doesn't like spend money on like Robux and stuff, but somehow she just manages to keep like increasing her inventory. She manages to kind of convince people into giving us stuff. I don't know. So she seems to always be having more and more pets, even though she doesn't put any money into it. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, you know, I think what people mean when they say, "Oh, Nintendo hasn't got any good games," what they mean is, I don't like the exclusives. They mean I don't like Animal Crossing, I don't like Splatoon, I don't like Age of Calamity, another one I missed off before. You know, that's what they mean. They mean I don't like the big mountain of Nintendo exclusives. Not that there aren't any, I just don't like them. And that, you know, obviously it works the same. Loads of people go, "Oh, Xbox hasn't got any good games." Well, it has if you like racing games, and it has if you like first person shooters. But when you don't like those, people say, "Oh, it hasn't got any good games." Adopt Me or Robot 64? I don't know. I know Adopt Me. I know all about Adopt Me. I feel like thanks to Leah, I'm a pro at Adopt Me. It's called Adopt Me, Claudio, and it's like you have loads of pets and you just trade them for other pets, and yeah, that's about it really. You don't fight with them. It's not like Pokemon or anything. You just get your pets and you can take them home and look after them and give them a bath and stuff. Hey, it's free. Roblox is all free. I mean, well, you know, assuming you don't want to pay for like the currency or whatever. Sorry, Adopt Me, as in like ADOPT, as in like if you wanted to adopt an animal or a child. Sorry, that's probably my accent. Yeah, there you go. So, because you're adopting the animals. You know, so, and obviously there's loads of different animals you can have, and not necessarily all of them are real animals. You can have a rainbow unicorn or whatever, or you know, like a dragon and stuff. So you can get all these different pets, and then you can kind of, if you get 4 of the same pet, you can turn it into a neon version of that pet. So like if you had 4 dogs, you could turn it into a neon dog. And yeah, I'm sure Leah thinks it's amazing. I'm not sure I put much time into it. But yeah, my point being is like, I don't know, it's just such like, I think if we're just talking about quantity of exclusives, I think Nintendo put the others to shame. Now obviously, you know, quality over quantity, sorry, the other way around. No, it is that way around. Quality over quantity quite often is the way. So it might be that you don't like the Nintendo exclusives, but I think if you just said, you know, how many exclusives have Nintendo released this year? How many have Sony released this year? How many have Microsoft released this year? Nintendo would absolutely crush the other companies. And I'm not saying that as a you know, that means they're better. I'm just saying, like, I'm only saying it because as a way of saying, like, it blows my mind when people say that Nintendo haven't got, you know, they haven't got any exclusives, because they've got more than everyone else by miles, I reckon. Now I think partly, I was going to say, now you could say arguably part of the reason why they have so many exclusives is because they spent so long kind of not being involved in the whole third party scene. So like, you know, obviously there was like PS4 and Xbox don't have many exclusives, but what they do have is a huge catalogue of third party games like you know, Grand Theft Auto and blah blah, you know, games that are on both. And those are, you know, that's where like Nintendo missed out on. But now Nintendo have caught up, or are catching up in the third-party department. Yeah, neither am I, to be honest, Josie. I'm on one of my rants. It's not a rant. Most expensive Adopt Me pet, £6. That's real money. Yeah, exactly. You got the Switch because of Smash and Monster Hunter. Some people got it just because of Breath of the Wild. Some people got it just because of Animal Crossing. A lot of people did that. I've heard of people who got it just because of the Mario 3D All-Stars collection. I mean, it's obviously that's. I think it's a stretch to call that an exclusive. I guess it's 3 different exclusives, but you know what I mean. But yeah, like I just, yeah, there's so many exclusives on Nintendo. It's just that I don't happen to like that many of them, but you can't pretend they don't exist. Ah, Paper Mario. There's another one. There you go. That, like, there's just, it's unreal. You got Paper Mario, Age of Calamity. You know, as I say, Frost. And the other thing is that, and obviously Octopath Traveler was an exclusive for quite a long time. Obviously now it's been shared out, but it was an exclusive for a long time. The other thing is, you know, it's got a real good variety, I think. Like, you know, they've got turn-based RPGs, they've got, you know, more like action RPGs like Xenoblade Chronicles, and Astral Chain. There's another one I didn't mention. It's just like, I mean, it just shows here as I'm talking about it. I'm just constantly like, oh, there's another one, there's another one, there's another, you know, easily 30, 40 different Nintendo exclusives. Now, you know, might not like them all, but that's tough luck. That's your fault. That's not Nintendo's fault. And it's, you know, I don't like most of them. Mario Maker. Didn't mention that one. So yeah, it's obviously, ultimately it depends what you like. And but that applies to every console. It always depends what you like. My point being that to say that Nintendo doesn't have many exclusives is mental. It's just like, anyone who says that needs to just stop and have a think and realize that there's, like, you know, not to mention the PS4 is like twice as old as the Switch, and, you know, as I say, the Switch has got like 30 or 40 exclusives. It's crazy. Hello, Sans, you have returned. How's it going, Sans? Long time no see. Now, you could say Nintendo exclusives suck, and you can say that. I'll take that. All, you know, I don't necessarily agree, but at least I could take that on board. Like, it could, you know, at least that's opinion. Saying that there aren't many exclusives is just a factual lie. You can change your bike now, Hyper. Change your bike. You are a pro machine, Ethanose. You're like the Terminator. You can't be stopped. Did you get maximum wins there? I'm trying to think. I don't know how many points you get for a win when there's 9. Don't worry, Bats. You can't. No one does much worse than me. Give me... Oh! Bravely Default. There we go. Another exclusive. And they just keep there coming out my ears. You can't move for Nintendo exclusive. Bravely Default is another one. And they've just announced another one, the Triangle Project. Exclusives galore. And there's, you know, they do racing games, they do fighting games, they do party games, action adventures, RPGs, old, like mod ones, old ones, the whole shebang. Yeah, but that's true of every. That's true of literally 100% of games, Josie. Like, you know, so does Ghost of Tsushima. So does Final Fantasy VII. So does The Last of Us. The new Halo. The new Demon Souls. Like, every single PS4 game will be $60 at release, and every single Xbox game will be $60 at release. That's just the price of a game. I mean, they were $60 when I was a kid. Somebody always messes with me when I'm about to get to the top 3. Sadly, I can't use that excuse because you guys can see I've got no excuse for why I keep doing terrible. Yeah, that's true. But that is a whole different argument from Nintendo haven't got any exclusives. You can say, I mean, they don't lower their prices, and they don't lower their prices because they sell well. Is the short and simple of it. Like, it's weird. Like, I had this discussion with someone the other day about you know, complaining that they don't lower their prices, and I was like, you know, like Mario Kart, they've just announced that Mario Kart sold 33 million copies, and you can do it, Hyper. Come on, ditch the unicycle. Yeah, they've just announced that Mario Kart has sold something like 33 million copies, and it never goes on sale. Or maybe a small sale, but you know what I mean? Like, if they can sell 33 million without going on sale, why the hell would they ever put a game on sale? You know what I mean? Like, and then this person said, yeah, but, you know, Red Dead Redemption sold 30 million copies as well. And I was like, yeah, because Red Dead Redemption puts itself on sale a month after release. That's why, like. And as I was trying to say, it's not like, you know, the people at Rockstar are not like, oh, let's put it on sale, you know, to help out the gamers. You know, we'll put it on sale to kind of, you know, to give back to the community and do them a favour. No, they're putting it on sale because they've had analysts look at it and they've realised that if they don't put it on sale, their sales are going to dry up. It's as simple as that. Like, they're not trying to help anyone out. Rockstar have lowered the price of the game because they know that's the only way they can continue, you know, the sales coming in. Nintendo have also looked at it and went, we don't need to, and that's it. Like, I get, as a customer, it's annoying. I would love all the games to be dead cheap, but Nintendo have looked at it and decided they don't need to put things on sale. And so, and the reason they don't need to is because their game's so popular. And so you just gotta suck it up. I'm afraid. I think I think that it's actually kind of, it's like double-sided. So I think I've mentioned doing this on the channel a few times before, and you know, I think we should all do it more, to be honest. I think this whole Switch pricing or Nintendo pricing in general, because it's been going on for like decades. Oh no! Who was that? Who whacked me right at the end and cost me about 4 places? More people playing GTA 5 means more people playing GTA Online. Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, there's another example. They were saying it the other day. Never in a million years are Rockstar gonna make GTA 6 while GTA 5 continues to make the levels of money that it's making. Because why would they? It's just stupid. Why would they pile 100 million quid into making a new game that might do better than GTA 6 or GTA 5, or might do worse, might do about the same, when they could just spend no money and just go, yeah, keep just raking it in. Like, they are never going to spend 100 million or whatever on making a brand new game while GTA 5 is just raking it in. Alright, no worries, Josie. So yeah, like GTA 5 is killing it, and it's kind of annoying because while, as I say, I loved, well not loved, I thought that the one-player campaign of GTA 5 was good. Yes, Nintendo, we're gonna do, or Nintendo can, we'll do some battles after this Grand Prix. We'll do some Shine Thief, and we'll do some Cops and Robbers. I'm a Yoshi! I am a Morton. Is that his name? It is his name, though. I have no excuse either, Hyper. I love this. I love the music of this track. Oh, filthy mud. Oh, it was you that whacked me. Oh, Eliza. You said I was about to overtake Claudio, I think, and sneak into second place. Ended up coming sixth. What was I just saying? Why would they lower them? Yeah, well, yeah. Why would they lower them if people keep buying them? I mean, that's it. Like, every single company will be monitoring their sales. Probably, if not daily, then certainly weekly. And they'll be like, okay, you know, they'll be like, oh, week 1 sales, they were great, brilliant. You know, we sold 1 million, excellent. You know, week 2, okay, we sold, you know, 800,000, going good. If week 3 it goes down to 100,000, then they're going to be like, oh crap, okay, they've just fell off a cliff edge. Let's put it on sale or whatever. You know, they're not going to. Whereas if Nintendo look at it and go, week 1 million, great. Week 2 million, great. Week 3 million, that's just going to leave it. Why would they? Why they don't need to like create some incentive for people to buy it. Come on, that's got to hit someone. I just fired like a whole. I hit Hyper, and then Eliza once again ruined my day. That's commitment. I mean, I don't mind paying 60 for a game, but I don't want to pay 130. But then I know it is like possibly your favorite game ever, so you know, like I've bought Final Fantasy VII about 3 different times, so yeah, it's special occasions when it's your favorite game. Come on, these are the worst mushrooms ever. I was just like plowing mushrooms, and I still could barely catch up with Marlon. Alright, no worries, Sans. See you later, dude. No, you don't have to apologise.
Claudio has just leveled up.
Nice to have you back around. Boop, 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 boop. The real Claudio is in the house. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, we never did do Toad's Turnpike, did we? I tried to get it on before. Alright, no worries, Bats. I'll see you later, dude. Cheers for coming along. Woo. After this, it's battles, by the way. Now on my real account. Yoshi! Yeah, so, stuff that I was hyped about. I did see, by the way, someone asked me if I saw about Skyward Sword coming to the Switch. I did, obviously. I think it's really good. I'm not getting it day one or whatever because I played it not that long ago, but top quality game. I mean, genuinely one of the best Zelda games ever, I think. Gonna throw this out there to you know, just throw a bob in the room and then leave. I would comfortably say that it's better than Breath of the Wild. Just let that one settle. But yeah, I think it's one of the best Zelda games ever. And that's kind of motion controls or not are irrelevant. Skyward Sword, I'm talking that, Josie. Like aside from the motion controls, like I'm just talking like the dungeons are some of the best dungeons in the whole series. Definitely. Obviously the music's great, but that's just like, I mean, you don't even list that as a positive for Zelda, do you? Because it's like you don't say, oh, this Final Fantasy game's got great music. Well, I mean, you can do, but it's like, yeah, but they all do. So, I mean, it has got great music, but so does every Zelda game. But the dungeons are amazing. The boss fights are amazing. So, regardless of whether you play it with motion controls or not, what's good is the content. Tell you what, things went quiet when I said Skyward Sword was better than Breath of the Wild. But no, I'd expect nothing else. Because Breath of the Wild is absolutely adored. Get off me, people! All I want to do is have a nice little drive. Well, yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people say it's got the best story in the franchise. Now, I'm not that big into, like, the story of Zelda games, because I just don't think... They tend not to have much of a story. Look at that, man. I went from 7 to... Oh, sorry, seconds to 7 in the blink of an eye. It's a cruel game, this, sometimes. Come on, where am I going to come? 6th? Oh, wow. We've got the right crowd in tonight. Josie thinks Breath of the Wild's overrated, and Andrew is also not a big fan of Breath of the Wild. Usually, I share my... well, I was going to say I share my dislike of Breath of the Wild, and I get ripped apart. However, I don't dislike it. I think it's quite a good game. But I do think, yeah, I agree it's overrated. You know, it's good. It's just, I guess, it's up against some strong competition in the Zelda franchise. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a lot of Final Fantasy games. All of the Final Fantasy games are good, but some of them are like proper amazing. So it's like the weaker ones are weak compared to the amazing ones, but they're still good games. They're all good. Last night I decided I wanted to watch a Scouse Zelda series. Maybe I'll watch Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword was a good one. I mean, there's a few that are kind of like, a lot of them aren't a lot of them aren't blind playthroughs Zelda, because I'm a big Zelda fan. So like by the time I'd kind of got round to doing the channel, I'd already played like Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Zelda 2. So yeah, so a lot of the ones I've played on the channel aren't blind playthroughs, because I'd already played them before. But Skyward Sword's a blind playthrough, and Majora's Mask is a blind playthrough. You know, I'm just letting you know in case you kind of you specifically fancy seeing me go in blind and screw up, or whether you fancy seeing someone who knows what they're doing. It's your call. But yeah, like Skyward Sword and Majora's Mask are the two that are blind. Hey, I went completely off track and still managed to stay in third. 4th. Damn straight, Andrew. That's cheers, man. 15 of us here and only 12 likes. Leave a like, peeps. Claudio could have left a like with 2 different accounts. That's how good Claudio is. Oh no! So the Breath of the Wild is more or less how they intend to make Zelda games from now on. I know. Well, I haven't heard them say that. Although, you know, if you say they have, I believe you. But I hadn't heard them say that. But I just assumed it was the case anyway, just because it's so popular, isn't it? Like, Breath of the Wild is so popular. Imagine you've got this whole new breed of Zelda fans. Because there's absolutely tons and tons of people. I've spoken to loads and loads of people who Breath of the Wild is the only Zelda game they've ever played. Now they've just brought in a whole new breed of Zelda fans, and a lot of whom have only played Breath of the Wild and absolutely love it. Seems like it would be a pretty wild decision to be like, hey, we've got all these brand new fans who love this game. Let's make the second one completely different. Like, I don't know. It would be a big risk. I think it would be playing it very safe for them to just think, right, we've got a lot of new Zelda fans who like this. Let's do some more. And that's exactly what they did with Ocarina of Time. Like, Ocarina of Time was a smash hit, so they went, oh, well, let's do more of the same with Majora's Mask. And then Twilight Princess was more of the same, and Wind Waker was really more of the same. You know, hey, hello, Chloe, how's it going? How are you doing? Hope you've had a nice week. But yeah, so we're gonna do some battles. I think we've got a round number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we haven't. We have not got a round number, so instead I'm gonna do Shine. Would you get off? I'm gonna do Shine Thief. 4 rounds, no teams. Let's go. I'm sure they would make 2 Zelda genres now. Maybe that's how they'll do it. In the same way that you kind of, you could constantly have like 2D Zeldas and 3D Zeldas. It would be nice if they kept, I mean, feels like, I don't know, maybe 2D is just not as popular anymore. I don't know. Alright, no worries, Hyper. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I was going to say, we were talking about that earlier, Chloe, about Fall Guys coming to the Switch. I think there's going to be loads of people who are hyped for that. Your crummy internet quality might be due to several people in my house trying to use it at once. Well, at least I'm glad you've got power back, Hyper. It's amazing that you may well have not even be able to watch this or join in or anything. Yeah, Splatoon 3 was a shocker. Like, it really was. Like, I know Splatoon's super popular. But yeah, I just didn't expect a sequel so soon as well. Like, I guess we've got a sequel in the, coming for Breath of the Wild. No word of a sequel for Mario Odyssey or another Mario of some sort. Oh, robbed at the very last second. Outrageous. Oh, what? Okay. I was going to say, did everyone see that shell, like, hit Claudio straight in the face and then it just didn't take his thing off him? Alright. Looks like we've got an Eliza to hunt down. Where are they? Okay, so they're going over the top. God, I don't even know how to get down there. I don't know my way around this course. I hate it. Right, Claudio stole it apparently. Oh, Claudio's coming my way. Oh, I'd hit him. I keep hitting people, but I'm never there. I'm never the one who gets to collect it. I just help other people help other people get it. Come on. Ah! Give the shine to me. Oh my god. Where's it gone? Mario did just get a port, so that's no surprise. Yeah, I suppose. Well, that's the other thing I was going to say. Like, I am totally confident that that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess Probably Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but you know, I say probably for those, but I'm super confident that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are coming to the Switch. I just think they can't. Like, people have only got so much money. You know, if they go, hey, Wind Waker $60, Twilight Princess $60, Skyward Sword $60, and they do it all at once. Not many people have got $180 to just go and slap out. So they'll pick their favourite one and buy that. Outrageous. And then that's it. And you know, maybe they'll buy one of the other ones in a few months, but maybe they won't because they've forgot about it by then or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so I think they're gonna go Skyward Sword, give it a couple of months for everyone to buy it. Everyone who wants to buy it can buy it. Then a couple of months later, they can do Wind Waker. Give everyone a chance to buy it. A couple of months later, Twilight Princess. It's just not, I guess it's just not smart to release 3 full-price games at the same time because people can't afford it. So, Final Fantasy V, Andrew, is coming along swimmingly. I've uploaded, what is it, episode 2 or 3 now, and I've recorded a couple more. Yeah, it's really good. Except the mouse. Yeah, thanks, Claudio. Except the mouse, who literally didn't touch the shine once in the whole game. $50 from Ethiopia. I don't know. Are you saying that's a lot or not? Or, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's a full game, right? I don't know. Are you saying that's low? Are you saying that's like? Are you saying it's good because it's less than 60, or are you saying it's bad because I don't know? I don't know. Like, what you like Miitopia? I don't know. Is Miitopia a full? I thought it was like a full game, if you know what I mean. Like sometimes it's a lot. Okay, is it not like what you would consider to be a full game then, kind of thing? You know, is it a bit too small and gimmicky to warrant being a full price? You know, like Animal Crossing was full price, wasn't it? And I don't think anyone really... Is it... I don't know. I don't know enough about Miitopia. So I'm just sounding like a madman. Right, where are they? Fire! Come on! How did that miss? That what? That last one hit. L with the hacks. What? I swear I've just hit L about 4 times. And she's just like, nope. Nope, I'm keeping all of this. At least I touched the shine that time. How long for? 7 seconds. Woo! Still last. Play the demo ages ago on 3DS and I didn't think it was worth $40 or whatever it was then. Yeah, see, I thought it was a bit... It's kind of like... I think my understanding was that it's a bit like Tamagotchi Life. Yeah, I know what you mean, Hyper. Like, I don't know, like... Yeah, I think if I'm going to pay the full price of a game, I want it to be like... I don't know, like, I want there to be quite a bit to it, or I want there to be like a proper story and an end or something. Or, I don't know, it's hard to describe what I mean, but like... I don't know, like, I wouldn't want to pay full price... Hello, Alex, how's it going? I wouldn't want to pay full price for, like, the Nintendo brain training or whatever. As much as it's a good laugh. Like, the brain training or... There's a bunch of, like, quirky Nintendo games that are like, yeah, it's fun, but I'm not paying $60 for brain training. Oh, what? key is to have a backlog. That's the trick to cheap gaming, and we've all got one. The trick to cheap gaming is have a backlog, because then, oh, it bounced up on the step. That is so unlucky. Because then, when the cool game comes out, you think, oh well, I'm in the middle of playing 2 or 3 games right now, so what I'll do is I will finish the games I'm already playing, and then I'll get it. And then by the time that happens, it's cheap. Because like say 3D, Mario 3D World, I'm just busy playing other stuff right now anyway, so I do quite want it, but oh no, there it is. Always late to the party. I'm always the attacker, but never the person who picks it up. Oh man, it's over. Jeez. Shine Thief's the only thing I'm good at. He's doing pretty well. Although everyone's doing pretty well compared to me. Yeah, she was rubbish at punching ace. But yeah, no, Final Fantasy V is going good. I had no idea I had no idea how much I'd be switching jobs around. It's really handy that you can just kind of switch them whenever you want. The original idea for the game was a cross between Tomodachi Life, which was cheapish, and the free Street Press game that every 3DS came with. Oh, okay. I feel like $50 is hard to... Yeah, no, I agree. Although, isn't it like... I don't know, because I only saw briefly... I wasn't paying full attention for that bit of the Nintendo Direct. But it looked like they were kind of making it RPG-ish or something. So maybe, like, it's Miitopia meets RPG elements, and so maybe they have made more of a game of it. I don't know. Maybe wait to see more gameplay, because maybe they've kind of added more to it than just, like, you know, popping to other people's houses and saying hello. And stuff. Oh, I was just about to mushroom them, and then they feathered over the wall. Oh yeah, don't worry. I'll be doing plenty of experimenting with jobs. But yeah, I do need to make sure that I've kind of, you know, I've got the supplies to, you know, the equipment to change to their job. No! Did you see me lurk? And I was like, oh, someone's about to use the megaphone. I'm gonna chill here and swoop up on it. Still managed to screw it, didn't I? I was not hooked by the demo, and that's saying something. That is, well, that's a good reason to not buy it, I'd say. No. But yeah, like, I think that's what's so good about demos, and I love that Nintendo are doing more demos. Like, I mean, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but still, Xbox and PlayStation don't do demos. And I just think, why, man? Do some more demos. Like, or do some. I guess they did a demo of Final Fantasy VII Remake. They did do that. But generally speaking, they don't do demos, and it's like, I think... Oh, and sorry, they did demos of Resident Evil as well, the remakes. But yeah, like, generally speaking, they don't do demos very often, and I think there's no better way to encourage someone to buy a game than to... If you're confident in how good you think the game is, give someone a little taster of it, and they should want more. If they don't want more, you've probably not made a very good game. Right, 3v3. A fight to the death. In... what's it called? Cops and robbers? Customize your enemies and send them to other people to help them in their RPG journey. Oh, okay. So, okay. I thought it was like a, okay. I thought it was more like Tamagotchi Life, where you just kind of, you know, you just like make friends and do silly little things. You know, like visit each other's houses and decorate your house, buy furniture, that kind of thing. Yeah, I love that there's, you know, there's millions of demos on the Switch. If you were really like tight and didn't have loads of money, like if you didn't have loads of money, you had a Switch, but you didn't have enough money to buy any games, you could play quite. You could get a lot of hours of fun out of your Switch without paying a penny. Games are demos that you pay for. I guess that's one way of thinking of it. Where's the? Oh god, yeah. I just realised we're not playing Shine Peep anymore. I was like, where's the shine gun? No! Boom, 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 boom! Thank you, Super Yoshi. L. Yeah, that's maybe fair. That might be fair. About the whole time spent with, you know, and how hard they push the devs. Alright, good night, Alex. Thanks for coming along, dude. I will see you very soon, hopefully. Oh man, it's actually really hard when there's only 3 of you, because it's obviously when it's only 3, it means it's quite easy to get caught. Like for everyone to get caught. Not when you're on Team Blue though. It's easy when you're on Team Blue to stay. Ah! Yeah, that's a fair point, Hyper. Come on, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna be the one who releases Morton from his cell? Thank you, Malin. No! Oh no! Oh, Stardust, Marlin again. On fire. Although, I mean, I suppose it depends how much time and effort they put into the demo. Because some of the demos are literally like they've just taken, you know, chapter 1 of the game and went, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, all they have to do is lock away the rest of the game, kind of thing. Like, they're just showing off a bit of the game that they've already created. Charged in with the loudspeaker to the rescue. That was an excellent rescue job there. Come on, we're gonna do it! Boom! Team Blue smashed it. Did I make my Roblox avatar? No, I did not. I think Leah did. I can't even remember what it is anymore. Is it a girl by any chance? Oh, that was a great team effort all round there. We smashed it. Can you see what it is then, Tico? Because my username is like ScouseMouse 180, I think. Demos are best when they're very early and to get players' feedback. Yeah, the whole Bravely Default thing is, you know, a clever way of doing it. Looks like a blue hair rainbow shirt and black jeans. I don't know. I don't think I did it. What is that supposed to mean, Hyper? How very dare you? This is going to be a win for Team Blue here. Oh, Marlin's. Oh, there we go. I'll stay in guard the best I can. It's surprisingly hard though, because obviously if someone comes at me from another. Where are they? Wait! Oh, what? What? My stupid broken plant. My plant never works in Cops and Robbers, I swear. Right. Elle's about to come over the top and I'm going to be waiting for her. Where? Oh no! Deceived. Come on! What are you doing? What is my plant doing? It's nothing. It's sleeping on the job. I don't know how much closer do I have to be to the person before my plant will wake up and do something. Yes! I caught someone. Right, I'll go around the other side and cut Claudio off. Boing! One to go. Come on, Team Blue. Stay strong. There! Now! Right, I'm on Elle's tail. Come on. What? Come on! Oh my god. My plant. Does everyone else who's playing this game have this issue? Or is it just me? My plant broken. I can't believe it. They're gonna escape. I thought it'd be dead easy to catch 3 people. Clearly it's not. Oh, one to go. Come on, 15 seconds. Oh, I just spotted that. Come on. Oh, did you see I almost cut her off? Where is she? I can't see anything. Yeah, Leah is like obsessed with Adopt Me, and now I'm just a vessel for her to do more shenanigans. Hello, Marco. How's it going? I've just added you. Feel free to jump in anytime you like. Doodle-doo. In a minute. Alright, nobody's hyper. You go do your adulting things. I'll see you soon. Hope it hasn't just... Oh, thank God. I was worried it was going to, like, kick me out. Hey, Bale! Kev! How's it going, man? I know you got your new job. Busy. What am I playing now? Oh, yeah. So, Moldy and a variety of people asked about Resi 4 and about Final Fantasy 5. And yes, I've played more of both of them. Resi 4, next episode's going up tomorrow night, Saturday night. And then we've already got the next episode of that done as well. And there's another Final Fantasy that's already done as well. I'm proper on top of it. Yeah, so I don't know if I should spoiler what happened and what went wrong, but I had some trouble, some severe trouble in one of the episodes of Final Fantasy V, and I don't think I should have, but I had trouble for a very specific reason, and I don't know if I should explain why, or the thing is, normally I wouldn't explain why, because I'd just be like, oh, it's the fun of, you know, you'll find out, and there is an element of that, but I think when people see the reason why I struggle, I can't even begin to comprehend what the comment section is going to be like. It's going to be people like, you're doing it wrong! I think a better description, Claudio, might be invisible stairs, floors, walls. That might be a better description. Hey, this was a technical problem rather than like I didn't do anything wrong. This was a no, it's like purely like it's not. For once, I haven't really done anything stupid. It was a basically. Do you remember you guys? You really need your arrow indicator. No, 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 I am not taking the blame for this one. It's nothing to do with needing arrow indicators. I need oh god, no. The tower. I think we're thinking... No, I think we're thinking of something else now. Okay, so yeah. Basically, when you... do you remember that a couple of people picked up on the fact that when enemies died, instead of like kind of fading away and disappearing, they just went from there to gone. They can do well, they really can do. Obviously this doesn't apply to most of you guys, but well, all of you, it doesn't apply to you guys at all, but yeah, some of the people who comment on Final Fantasy videos are just horrible. Like, I mean, a part of me thinks they don't know. They don't know they've done it. That's what I tell myself. That's how I sleep at night. That they don't know they're doing it. They're trying to be helpful. They just don't know how to communicate it. That's my. Well, the thing is, that's the thing, Al. I think a lot of people have this, like, it's one of those things where, like, and again, I'm probably, like, too understanding of them. Maybe I should, like, I always try to kind of, I guess, defend them and whatever. Part of me thinks it's a case of, like, when you know a game so well, you forget how much you know. Oh, what? We just got whacked as Elle drove past us, so she was able to drive past freely. Sorry, Claudio. I think Claudio was AFK there. So he wasn't either that or he was trying to be cheeky. But yeah, so like part of me thinks, oh, is it just, you know, they're trying to be helpful, but they don't know how to go about it. And But I think, yeah, but they are... It's like they don't... I mean, Emma's joked about this before. People say they want a blind playthrough, then as soon as you play the game, like someone who's never played the game before, they hate it. So they want a blind playthrough, but they want a blind playthrough by someone who magically knows exactly what to do at every point in the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't have it both. Either it's blind and people are going to make some stupid mistakes, or it's not blind and it's like a walkthrough, and that's fine. That's a different type of video. Some people watch walkthroughs and 100% walkthroughs and all that. That's fine, but it's one or the other. Can't be a, you know, can't be a genius at a game and have never played it before. Hey! Coming for you, Claudio. No! Oh, that was so close. Did you see how close Claudio was to opening the gates there? I'll explain what happened there in 2 seconds. Ace. Oh, what is... Thank God for that. My God. Yes, I do have to tell you now. Bet it's the water graveyard part. Maybe stairs exits on the water. Got hit next to it. I know, that was harsh. Right, let's have another Grand Prix then. After we Team Blue crushed it. This may be the last Grand Prix of the night, by the way, guys. So get in now. Actually, that reminds me. Someone just sent a friend request. Yeah, I know, Marlin. They're all over the place. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes you are... Yeah, okay, so that's a fair point. I haven't checked yet. Because obviously I haven't played the game. That's the thing. This is kind of a result of playing a game blind. So something bad was going on. Something bad's was going on in this dungeon, but when you're blind, you just think, okay, this is just something mean that the game does. You don't question whether it's, you know, not supposed to be this way. You just think, oh, this is the way it is, and you think the game's just being mean. So essentially, the lack of transparency, it is in the underwater part. The lack of, little did I know. Again, I haven't looked at the original. I haven't seen someone else play it, so I've got nothing to compare to. But I have a strong suspicion that it's not correct. In the underwater graveyard, you'll soon see that the entire dungeon, I think it's because the transparency was on, basically, I walk down the stairs and the whole screen is water. That's it. Water. I can't see my character. I can't see the walls. I can't see barrels. I can't see doorways. Nothing. Water. The whole screen. And so I'm like, oh, so I step into the first room and think, oh god, this is a bit silly, isn't it? And but it's not too bad, because I think, like, I walk all the way to the left, and then I hit I can see that when I walk all the way to the left, suddenly, like, the screen stops scrolling. So it's like, okay, I've hit a wall or a barrel or whatever. That's fine. So I walk all the way to the left, and I've obviously hit a wall. So I think, okay, well, now I'll walk up. And then I walk up until I hit another wall. And then I'm like, okay, can I walk left? No, I can't. That's still a wall. Can I walk right? No. Can I walk down? And so on. technically it's the emulator, but it's a setting that is now fixed. The transparency was on, it shouldn't have been, or off, and it shouldn't have been. So yeah, so suffice to, I mean, well, yeah, imagine trying to basically get through a dungeon blindfold. And the thing is, like, that is in itself is annoying and blah blah blah, but I think what's really going to trigger people, and obviously now you guys know, so you're kind of in on it, so it's fine. But I think what's really going to trigger people is the fact that, for obvious reasons, I spend the whole episode going, "Isn't this stupid? What a disgrace! This is you know, this is a terrible dungeon. How could they have done this to us so early?" Like, you know, I'm just like moaning about how what a terrible idea it was to have made a dungeon like this. When actually everyone's gonna go, "That's not the way the dungeon's supposed to be." So yeah, so I spent the whole. Of course I moaned. If that was genuinely what the dungeon was like, then I would say it was very moan-worthy. As it happens, that wasn't. So I spent. I'm in the episode just going, "This is rubbish. I can't believe they've done this." I should get bonus points. I should, Emma. Like, I mean, bloody hell. I made it through the dungeon. Without being able to see anything. Yeah, well, I'm going to get people... Because I'm complaining about the dungeon and people are... So then... And, you know, obviously people get attached to their favourite things. So... So I'm basically saying this dungeon's rubbish. I mean, you would think a sane person would be understandable. Would understand it and think, okay, he's got a bad, you know, he's got a bad feeling about this dungeon, but that's because he's had an experience that you're not supposed to have. But that's not how it's going to go. I'm going to say, oh, this is a rubbish dungeon, and obviously people are very attached to the things that they love. So anyone who's like a big, massive Final Fantasy fan, or Final Fantasy V fan, is going to be like, "No, how dare you insult this dungeon? This is a brilliant dungeon." And it probably is if you can see it. So yeah, like that was, yeah, well that was exactly, Claudio. I said to Emma that we should put some kind of message on. Because someone had already commented about the whole transparency thing, because enemies were like just disappearing instead of like fading away. So it's already kind of, people are aware of that fact already. Oh, I totally missed that. Oh, I didn't get a chance to see what Annoying Gamer said. Take it was something not very nice. Hello Drake, how's it going? I saw someone arrived and said something, and I was just about to read it, and then it was gone. Anyway, how's it going, Drake? Welcome. Sorry, Claudio. Oh, look at this. Claudio sat there with his defences up already. But yeah, that is the nature of the beast with I guess a blind playthrough, because as I say, if I'd seen someone play Final Fantasy V before, I'd have got to that dungeon, seen that I couldn't see anything, and then I'd have been like, "Oh, this isn't right. Something must be wrong. I'll have to go and fix it." So, you know, because I'd have seen it before and know that it wasn't right, but because I hadn't seen it before, I just thought, "Oh, okay, this is some kind of trolley little, you know, thing." That is, that's also true, Emma. The thing is, like, yeah, Emma could put a disclaimer up saying, like, you know, I don't know, Emma could put a disclaimer up that says, you know, Scouse has a phobia of thieves, and so will definitely not be picking a thief in this playthrough, and someone will still reply and go, how dare you not put a thief into the team? Like, you know, like, it's just, no matter what you say, people will just have their opinion anyway. But yeah, it is the fun. I think Emma thinks it's going to be nuts when people see it, and I think there's the potential for that to be true. I think it's hilarious. Like, seriously though, I think it's really funny. And I hope that some people will think it's annoying. In the same, you know, the same kind of people who, you know, were really annoyed. Like like for example, in Resi 4, when I didn't know about the knife, people are generally split into two groups on that topic. Half of people think it's really funny, and the other half of people are genuinely like angry about it. They're like genuinely angry that I haven't discovered the knife. Guns are bad at the end. Okay, fair enough. Okay. It's a weird topic. But yeah, so I think that's the point. So like Resident Evil, when I didn't have the knife, people are split into two groups. Half the people think it's hilarious, and the other half are like proper angry that I haven't done it right. It's like, no, you're doing it wrong. That kind of thing. And so I think likewise with this dungeon, half the people are going to think this is hilarious. Like, what the hell is he doing? And, you know, I think I'd be in that category because I think it is. It's madness. Like, it's going to look hilarious. But it's obviously some people won't see the funny side. Some people will think I'm like tarnishing the memory of their game or whatever. It has, you know, it's not like it's tarnished my experience of the game. It's not like I can understand people might be upset if say like I was like, this is it, I've had enough, I hate the game now, I'm not playing the game anymore because of that moment. Then people might be like, oh, you know, you've unfairly judged the game kind of thing. Like that'd be fair enough, because like I'd have negatively judged the game based on something that shouldn't have happened kind of thing. Whereas that's not the case. Like, you know, I've still come away with a perfectly happy experience. I mean, it's mildly annoying at the time, but it hasn't like made me hate the game or whatever because of it. So yeah, people should just laugh, realise I've been a bit of a tit, and it's done now, and the transparency is on, and this kind of thing will never happen again. Hello, Lord Zed, how's it going? Yeah, I think run. Yeah, exactly. Run with the joke, and just, you know, things usually go well when you just highlight my idiocy, which is quite easy. You know, it's quite an often occurrence. No, Marlon snatched it. Well, you'll see what kind of skills I've got, Claudio. And you'll also see... this is why I was saying I didn't want to kind of give it away earlier. But that's why I was saying about how good it is that you can switch jobs on the fly. Because I was in that... it's mental. I was in that dungeon for so long that I ran out of magic points with everyone. Because I was in there for so long. And so I then had to switch my characters to like knights and stuff. Because I thought, what's the point in having a white mage with no magic points? She's just completely useless. So I switched, like, I had to switch my my mages to like knights so that they could actually make some kind of contribution in the fights. Because I'd been stuck in the dungeon so long. Yeah, I'm sure you went, Marlon. See if I can get my first win of the night on my favourite track. Oh, someone just nudged me off. I'm Morton, man. I'm Morton. How the hell can anyone nudge me off? I'm the chunkiest monkey in town. Come on. Yes. Trolled by emulator. Yes. That's it. But yeah, it's just proper bad luck. And as I say, like, it's one of those things where, because I have no experience of the game, I didn't think anything of it. So I genuinely just thought, oh, this is a bit of a nasty little trick they've pulled. And not every single floor of the dungeon is underwater. So every once in a while you get to a room that isn't underwater, which is that's almost what like solidified my thought that it was deliberate by the game, because I thought, well, they're giving me these little like almost like checkpoints every so often, like a chance to get my head above water and see where I am, you know, find where I am and stuff. So I thought that must be the way. Like, you've just got to kind of slowly and surely find your way to like the next checkpoint room. Oh, not quite my first win on my favourite track, but second. I'll take it. Let's see if I can end the night, because this is the last Grand Prix, guys. Let's see if I can end it with a trophy. I hope that's not... Ah! Okay. Last race, so no, I can't end it with a trophy. Marco gets the gold. Marlon with the silver. Claudio with the bronze. Lucky to clap you all. Gotta mention it somehow so that people... Yeah. Like, I don't want... Yeah, I don't want kind of first timers to think that that's what the dungeon's like, but I imagine most people have seen the game before. Yeah, it's a weird one, Claudio. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know why it was there, the setting. But yeah, so that is the deal. So tomorrow, tomorrow night is going to be cups all round. Tomorrow night is Resident Evil 4, where things are starting to go better. You know, I know the controls and stuff now, and you know, things are just generally going a bit smoother on the Resident Evil front. So Resident Evil 4 tomorrow night, and then Monday and Wednesday we've got Resi 4 and Final Fantasy 5. Not sure which way round yet, but they're already kind of like good to go, I think, if I remember. Oh no, they're not good to go. Well, Final Fantasy's not, because we've been discussing tonight, haven't we, about how Emma's going to edit that and how she's going to edit it, and I honestly think it could come out funny, and it's going to show. Yeah, definitely, Marlon. Definitely. Do it again soon. Hello, Jeffrey. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are just wrapping up, but welcome all the same. How you doing? I'll tell you what, it feels like Fortnite is just updating, eternally updating. I dread to think how much space it takes up. Just updates every day. But yeah, I think it'll be a laugh. And yeah, it shows how And I often think this, and Emma says it as well. There's always a bunch of situations in all the Final Fantasies where something weird comes up, or I screw something up, or like, you know, the game gives you a bit of a clue and I kind of miss it and whatever. There's always bits of Final Fantasy games where I kind of miss what the correct way of doing it is, and then I come up with my own way of doing it, and people are like, "You're doing it wrong," whereas actually it should be like, "Oh, well done for, like, you know, coming up with some weird way, some weird workaround. You've come, you know, like, these are strategy games." So it's like I've had to, you know, I've been thrown into a crap situation, and I've had to figure out how to get out of it, and so I've, you know, well, see a master in action, Claudio. But I mean, it's all about, as I say, like, if I can no longer move in a certain direction, then the screen stops scrolling. So I know at what point. So I'm almost like building a map in my head of, like, okay, like, if I walk to the left and I can't walk anymore, then that's an edge of the wall. So then I'll go up and try and walk to the left, and go up and try and walk to the and I'm like building the perimeter of the wall of the room in my head. Yeah, that's it basically. Got there. It took me some time, but we got there in the end. I only did it because I thought that was the way you had to do it. Which, now looking back, it does seem a bit stupid, because even by, like, well, it's funny because I think I said something in the video, something about, like, this is the kind of mad dungeon I might expect them to throw in as, like, the second to last dungeon or something, like a really cruel end game Final Fantasy dungeon, not the second dungeon in the game. It's like that Pokemon Sword gym with the floor. Which one was that? What, and you can't see anything? I can't remember. No, no worries, Al, no worries. The thing is, all you guys aren't jerks, and you know, that's the thing. I have a very good ability, which I think is, I guess, useful if you're going to do YouTube. I have a talent for just being able to just completely switch off to those people. Oh, the one with the invisible walls. Yeah, that is an amazing reference. It is, yeah. I know exactly what you mean now. Oh, okay, no, that's a different reference. Okay. Oh, but yeah, I have a very good talent to just, like I don't get, if people say audible stuff to me on Twitter or in comments or whatever, I just, like, I have a good ability to just completely blank it, and just, you know, I only bother chatting to you guys who are nice. You know, I'm not going to waste my time chatting to people who are horrible. So yeah, it's good, a good skill to have, I guess. Or a robot. Thanks, Claudio. A saint or a robot, one or the other. Right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. I will see you all very soon. Tomorrow, Resident Evil 4. I'm gonna show off some skills because I finally got good at it. See you later, guys. Have a good night.